Hello Sagittarius and welcome to Coleman Tarot. My name is A.T. Coleman and this is going to be your reading for the month of August. Here we go. All right. I hope you're having a great month already and we'll see what's in store for the next one. All right, August. I can't believe it's August already. Okay, Sagittarius. That's it. All right. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. Then you have the Hanged Man. Then you have Judgment. Then you have the Queen of Wands. Then you have the King of Swords. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Excellent. Your outcome is the Ten of Swords. And, sorry, your obstacle is the Ten of Swords. Your outcome is the Six of Cups. Okay. Now I know what's going on. Okay, here you have the Five of Wands. All right. And when it's like this, usually, this is why I love this card for Five of Wands, because usually the Five of Wands is about a bunch of people poking each other with sticks because they all have their own ideas, they all have their own passions, and they're just putting their own stuff first. So they're all just poking each other with sticks. This one, the Five of Wands, everyone's putting their sticks in together to create magic. So this is one of my favorite Five of Wands ever. But for you, it's in reverse. Okay? So what this is telling me is, instead of making magic, it's kind of creating a fire that can fall on your head. Okay? They've got this fire here. They've created this fire. And at any second, the fire could just fall on them. Okay? So this is saying that people are in your family or people at work or something like that, people in your life, and it can even be people that are just even strangers that are just trying to do something. They're trying to make something together. They try to make magic, but instead they just end up bickering and fighting, and they end up not accomplishing the thing that they want because there's no unity. Everybody's got their own idea, and they're all trying to make magic, but when everybody's just pushing their magic wands at each other, you're going to end up with a disaster. So that is just telling me that you might be having a situation where there's too many cooks trying to make the same, recipe, and you might need to have less people do it. You might need to do it by yourself, or you might need to just go away and regroup later. Okay. You have the Hanged Man. It's causing problems. It's causing waiting. Okay. This is waiting. The Hanged Man is about just waiting and waiting and waiting. And it seems like forever. You can see he's there in this picture. And then in the picture there, he's doing the same thing, but it's upside down. So it's like this, and then you go like this, and you think it's going to be over, but then you find out that's a whole new thing you have to wait for. So that is about having to wait. And we'll find out if the waiting is because of the bickering or if the waiting is because of something else. Let's look at everything else you have. You have Judgment. All right. Judgment. Okay, there's a teacher and she's looking at the students and she's saying, I don't know if you're going to pass this course. Okay, I don't know if you've got the right answers. So this is telling me with this, one person, and I don't know if it's you or not, one person is kind of judging everybody else and saying, I don't think you're good enough to do this, or I don't think this is going to work. And one person is kind of like, it could even be about ego. It's kind of taking the lead, and you're saying, hey, I thought we were all making this together, and here's one person that's taking the lead, and that person is causing delays. Okay? Even within the family, there can be one person in the family who says, look, I've got all the ideas. I'm going to be taking over and telling everybody what to do. And you say, wait a second, we're not little kids here. You're not the boss of me, We're supposed to be all adults, and you're treating me like a child. You're treating me like you have all the answers and I don't. Okay, so that's causing problems. Here you have the Queen of Wands, and this is good because this is about you standing up for yourself and having confidence. This is about you. It's the middle of the month. The Queen of Wands is someone who says, this is my idea. I'm really proud of it. I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm standing up for it, and I'm not only going to champion this idea, I'm going to be the queen of it or the king of it, meaning I'm going to be like, this is my idea. So this could even be you with the Judgment thing saying, I don't think these guys are good enough to get this to happen. I feel like these other people are acting like kids, And it can also be about the fact that you just say to that person, if it's someone else is standing up and treating you like a child, then you say, look, I'm an adult. I am going to follow this on my own. I'm going to do this on my own because it's not working with all the things. Here you have like these little wands with little sparks, and here you have this giant wand with a big fire on it. So this is about you either taking the lead or saying, I don't want you to take the lead, so I'm going to go off on my own. Over here you have the King of Swords, and this is right above the Hanged Man. The King of Swords is about authority. Okay, and he's got the butterfly wings, so sometimes he can be gentle, sometimes he can be helpful, but he's also swift, and he is also strong, and he has the sword, which is about intelligence and power and action. So this person is an authority, and they are making you wait. It's right above the waiting card. All right, somebody has an authority over the situation. Over here you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is great. This is about making more money, getting more money. People are generously giving money, things like that. This is about a happy money situation, okay? Feeling like you have enough to give to others, all right? Over here, your obstacle is the Ten of Swords. This is about really not being happy with the situation. Sometimes the Ten of Swords can be about something being over and you've completed it and everything's great. But for you, the Ten of Swords is about not putting up with something. Saying, look, I'm either not going to put up with the situation or I'm not going to put up with you. This is, again, could be you going off on your own and saying, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take my idea, my passion, my project, whatever I'm working on, I'm going to take it over here and do it on my own because I feel like I have more passion than you, or I feel like you're trying to take over and I want to be the king or queen. I don't want you telling me what to do. Okay? I think this has a lot to do with family because you have here, your outcome is the Six of Cups. This is about nostalgia. Okay? This is about different growing phases, growing up and saying, now I'm an adult, I'm not going to let you run my life anymore. I really feel like for a lot of you, it's about being a little bit stifled by somebody in the family who is trying to take over, or it can also be about you with these kids here. It can also be about, you're either the parent or the child. In this situation, you're either the parent or the child. It can be also about your kids growing up and growing older and saying, why are you still acting like children? Or why is my grown cousin acting like a child? Or why are my parents acting like a child? You know, like it's got to do with the family and the different phases that we go through. Now, over here, the stuff that's hidden from you is the Knight of Cups. This is about, a lot of times this is about romance. This is about somebody giving you a cup of fulfillment. It doesn't necessarily have to be about romance, but it's a very good sign that romance is going to be coming for you this month. Somebody that is your partner could be more loving and giving this month. You could have a new romance blossoming where you say, okay, like somebody tells you how they feel about you. The cups are about emotion and fulfillment. So it's about someone that is making you happy, somebody who is giving you compliments, giving you new things to be fulfilled about, giving you niceness and contentment and happiness and romance. Okay, things that make you happy. The cup is happiness and fulfillment. The other one that you have is the Five of Pentacles. A lot of times this is about not having enough money, so you might feel like you don't have enough at the beginning and then you get it by the end of the month. But for most of you, I feel like this is about the family. I feel like it's about feeling like you don't have enough support, or feeling like you're a little bit on the outs with the family and feeling like, okay, I've got this one person with me who is getting stuff done and everybody else is kind of getting on my nerves. So I'm going to go off and like just take a little sabbatical from the family, take a couple days off, do my own thing. All right, the last one you have, again, this could be romance. This is the Ace of Cups. Okay? A new relationship. It could be a new phase of your relationship where you suddenly are more loving. The honeymoon period in your relationship. It's also about meeting somebody new and having a new relationship. Okay? Somebody new who makes you feel fulfilled. Maybe something is missing and you feel like, okay, I really like doing cards or something, and then you meet somebody else and they say, I like doing that too. And then you have this new thing that you have. But for a lot of you with this and this, it's going to be the romance. Romance, somebody romanticizing you, somebody coming over and saying, hey, I really like you, or and hey, nice, you look really nice today, or hey, I really, appreciate you, I really think that you're great. Okay, so that's what that's about. Now, for most of you, that is romance. For some of you, it's just like, it can just be somebody that you meet that makes you feel really special. Okay, this is your fate card for the month, the Seer. This says follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. So if you feel like, hey, things aren't working out, I think I can do this better by myself, maybe you can. Maybe you can just go off and do something by yourself because you've got this new person that you want to hang out with, or you've got this person in your life where you suddenly feel like you feel more close to that person, so you want to hang out with them more, and you say, look, I'm tired of like either being treated like a child or dealing with children people who are acting like children. Either way, that's a combination. An adult and kids sometimes is a combination where it's not going to work out because you can't really relate. Okay, so you have to take some time off by yourself. Do something really exciting for yourself. This is going to be your spiritual card, the Spider. Okay, it says creative projects. There you go. Creative projects. That's you with your passion, doing something creative. And you're also going to be having this thing with the Hanged Man where you have to wait for somebody else. You have to wait for authority. So you might want to just skip working with other people if they feel like, oh, we have to go check out with the boss, and we have to go check with mom, or we have to go check with so-and-so, and you feel like, I feel like I'm a little kid again. Go off on your own and do it by yourself. Okay, you don't necessarily need to involve family this month. You might want to go and do stuff by yourself because I feel like you're going to have some little bickering and stuff like that. Okay, and you don't want to have this Hanged Man where you're waiting for somebody else's approval. Okay, again with the parent thing, you don't have to have your parents' approval to have a successful life. You don't have to have your kids' approval to feel good about yourself. Okay, so that has to do with letting go of some of the ties that you have, because there's different phases in your life. Like I said, when you're a kid, you need your parents' approval all the time. You're always like, Mom, look at this, Dad. And your kids are the same. But then when you go through different phases, you kind of say, okay, I've got to stand on my own now. And my kids are going to eventually stand on their own. My cousins are going to stand on their own. I can't treat them like babies anymore, whatever. Okay? So that is going to be it for your month. I hope you have a wonderful month. Your outcome is nostalgia and dealing with the different phases and realizing that you're going through different phases. Okay, so you're going to be wanting to do some things by yourself, and you're going to have some kind of really exciting creative project because spider webs are so beautiful and intricate. You're going to create something amazing. Okay, have a great month.